Well, guys, we're less than 6 months away from the presidential election, and people seem to be waking up and realizing that the Trump years are pretty good, especially when you're living under Beijing Biden. Now, when Trump was in office, man, the amount of illegal immigration was greatly diminished. Why? Because Trump was tough on the border, even though you had people in politics that were fighting him on securing the border. I mean, guys, Trump still had something like, what was it, like 300,000 people cross into the U.S. illegally? Still a lot, but greatly down. And what Biden is doing at the border, man, we probably got something like 10, 12 million people coming to this country under Joe Biden. The numbers are astronomical, guys. It's bad. It's really bad. You know what? That's going to be one of the many things that will be the undoing of Joe Biden. Even CNN knows this, guys. Yes, the Communist News Network. They know that Joe Biden is in big trouble, and they want him to act quick on the border. But folks, it's too late, man. It's too late. Joe Biden put a bunch of progressives in his administration, Barack Obama acolytes, and they are guiding this man. This man is not in control. He's not in control. It's too late, man. The damage has already been done. Our best hope is to get Donald Trump in the office January, 21st of next year. And then this can be put to a stop. It needs to end, guys. It's getting way out of control, man. We got illegal aliens killing Americans. And not only that, man, these people really aren't from Mexico. You got people coming all the way from Asia and Africa. How in the world do these people get to the southern border and come in? How are they actually getting to the U.S. border? Somebody is paying for this, man. Someone is facilitating this. It's really insane, man, that you got people here in this country that are facilitating this, man. This is by design. This is by design. The destruction of America. But I think Americans are going to be waking up in November. Even CNN knows it, guys. You guys are going to be stunned by this clip of CNN because they're saying, hey, you better go back to the Trump policies at the border. What? Yeah, CNN. Check this out, guys. CNN's Zakaria. Biden should go back to Trump's immigration policies. Yes, remember the same policies, man, that I'm pretty sure CNN was calling Trump racist for, right? Yeah. We are being invaded, man. And now CNN is saying, you better go back to the Trump policy. They're trying to give Biden a lifeline. But at this point, man, I don't believe that nothing can help Joe Biden at the border, man. Nothing. He is not going to close the border at this point. And if he, quote unquote, does, well, the Biden administration has been saying the border is closed anyway. No, it's not. It's wide open. But anyway, let's go ahead and watch this clip, guys. Let's play it.
Borders. Voters will hire fascists to do the job liberals refuse to do. Against the current backdrop of the president's choices around immigration, why hasn't he done more to secure the border?
So it is now a complicated story. Before this, it wasn't, in that Biden just wasn't doing enough, and he wasn't taking it seriously enough. And the reason was he felt he had a progressive wing within his party that wouldn't listen to reason. The reality is that the asylum system is broken. Just so your viewers understand, the big shift that's taken place is in the 1980s. What we think of as illegal immigrants were people coming in furtively through the border, sneaking into the country, running away from law enforcement. That was the model in the 80s and 90s. Today, people are coming in aided by cartels to whom they pay huge amounts of money, and they're not running away from law enforcement. They're running towards law enforcement.
Ding, 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 ding. He's absolutely right. He is absolutely right. The people coming across the border, they're not trying to run away. They want to get caught by Border Patrol because they know, man, if they get caught, Border Patrol more than likely is going to let them into the country. And then guess what? You're going to be paying for it, man, because some of these cities, actually the federal government is giving them like what, $500 a month of your money? Yeah. He's right about that. These people want to get caught.
Because they have figured out that all they have to do is say the magic words, I have a credible fear of persecution. And bingo, you're in the country legally. You get 2 court hearings. They could take 7 years. Meanwhile, you slip into the shadows of the economy. So the whole system is broken. And Biden needs to confront that and say, you know, we're going to have to reform the whole system. I would wish he'd do something much more extreme, like say the old asylum system is dead. No one is coming in through that process.
Here it comes.
You have to apply from your home country.
Which was a Trump policy.
Which was a Trump, and also the Mexico, you have to be in Mexico to apply. I think that's all correct.
So strategically, you think that if Biden would tack towards Trump policies, he would have actually a better political chance.
And it's also the right policy because the old asylum system is being gamed by millions of people. Now, why, at this point, I say it's complicated because Biden did actually recently make this big compromise where he essentially accepted what the Senate Republicans were asking for and gave them the bill that they wanted. And then, of course, Trump comes in and says, don't sign this bill because it's better for me to have chaos on the border than to solve it. So, I still think what Biden should do is declare an emergency, national security crisis, send the National Guard, shut down the amnesty process and say we're going to redo it. It's quite possible courts will throw out elements of what he does. But this is a place where Biden should learn something from Trump. Much of what Trump did, the Muslim ban, banning TikTok, the shutting down the border, was overturned by courts. But people remembered that he was trying.
Strong action.
Where he was. Symbolically, it helped him a lot. Biden needs to do something symbolic at the border. Bill Clinton had a great line. He said, the American people don't need the president to succeed, but they need to catch him trying. He's got to seem to be trying to do stuff.
Okay. So you guys saw that right there, man. You saw that right there. Now, one thing here where he's wrong. Talking about Biden was actually giving the Republicans what they actually wanted on the border. No, he wasn't. That was a Ukraine funding bill. If you guys remember, the border bill was tied to Ukraine funding, okay? And the border stuff, all it did was actually legalize the illegal stuff that Biden's doing right now. Yeah, he was still going to allow almost 2 million illegals to come in per year. That was a terrible bill, an absolute terrible bill. And also, he said the Trump Muslim ban. No, that was not a Muslim ban, okay? That was a ban of countries that hate our guts. Because if you think of this, if you were from Indonesia, that's a Muslim country. You still could have came here. Other Muslim countries as well. But CNN still had to get a lot of their propaganda in there. But still, for the most part, man, he's right. He's absolutely right, man. But guess what? It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Biden is going to sink with the ship on this one, guys. He is. But I think it's too late, man. Damage is already done. I mean, he is losing big time on the border. But if he actually tries to change anything, the progressive left, man, is going to lose their minds. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.